This is gonna be good.
I made sort of an impulsive purchase the other day. It should be here today. Back in August of 2019, one day I was sitting on my couch. I was just kind of chilling. Don't remember exactly what was going on, but I was just kind of sitting there, not really doing anything particular. And all of a sudden, it hit me. I want to start a YouTube channel. And so I sat and thought on it for maybe 24 hours, if that. I think it was pretty quick, to my understanding. And that was, I think, the first of a really big series of impulsive decisions that went really, really well. And almost 4 years later, I'm still doing the thing that I impulsively decided to do back in summer of 2019. So when you think of, impulse as sort of a definition, you think about spur of the moment, not really much pre-planning, pre-calculation. You just kind of go for it. You just do it. You just do it and then let the chips fall where they may. Face the consequences, whatever they might be. As far as I can remember, this is one of the biggest impulsive decisions I've made. Because it obviously at the beginning, you don't have any grasp of what it will end up being. So it's hard to trust this impulse. And it's hard to trust your impulses whenever, especially as a human, you're kind of acclimated to doing the safe thing. That's just your nature. It's a beautiful day. Let's take this outside. I don't remember when or exactly the moment. There was a time when I got to making videos and I got, into sort of a swing. And at the very beginning I was very inconsistent, but one thing I did know, and at a certain point, I couldn't tell you when, but at a certain point, I knew that my impulse was correct. I knew that this is what I wanted to do. This is what I was meant to do. This is what makes me happy. This is the thing that I love to do the most. And that really, really put into me a trust in myself, in my gut, in my own impulses. Because that one decision I made based on those impulses was the right one. Over the course of time, between then and now, I've really leaned into that impulse, listened to it more, and say, hey, if this is what I'm feeling initially, maybe that's what I should go with. So right then and there was, again, I couldn't tell you the moment or the time or the place, but there was a time when I really realized that I need to trust these impulses. These impulses of mine are trustworthy. And at that point on, I just leaned into them. I was like, okay, anytime the feeling strikes me to do something, let's do it. Which brings the story to just a few months ago. So just a few months ago, I made the decision to start running. And running was definitely a decision made of impulse. Similar to the decision to start the channel, I was just kind of sitting around. I don't remember what I was doing, and I was just like, it just hit me. It just hit me out of nowhere. I think I want to start running. This one especially, there was a little bit more of a build up to it. Like I wanted to sort of get back in the shape, be a little more active. I felt like I needed that back in my life. But that was one of those things. Still, the thought hit me. And then within 24 hours, I justified it and I did it. I don't know what time frame would constitute it being an impulsive decision, but I think that counts. To me, what would define it as an impulse is that I didn't have to convince myself to do it. I just, boom, such a strong feeling I wanted to do it, and I don't know why, I just do. I think that's the key. I don't know why, I just do. I just want it. But having running in my life, same as making the channel, it's been great. It's added so much, and I wouldn't get rid of it. I wouldn't take it away. So over the course of time, I've really, really learned to trust these impulses. I think because of that, there's been some really, really good outcomes. Like the most recent one was standing up in the coffee shop one day, just kind of hanging out, just chilling out before work, I think. And I just picked up this book. I just picked it up and started reading the inside cover, and now I'm halfway through it, just like that. I remember, this is a fairly recent one, so I remember distinctly, I was starting to read it. And I read the inside flap, the little, and I remember feeling like, I want to read this book. And somewhere in my brain, there's a preconceived bias against reading because I think of being forced to read in high school. I think that has a bigger effect than a lot of people think. On some people. Some people affected differently by it. I remember that. I remember tapping into that and I was like, okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to read this book. I don't care what happens. I'm just going to read it. And I love it. I leaned into that impulse and I trusted it. And what do you know? It brought good things. I'm waiting for the UPS to get here, and they need to hustle up because the resolution, the end of this video, is dependent on if they show up. Because if they don't show up, I don't know what to do. I've seen approximately 3 FedEx trucks drive by. No UPS yet. Yes!
guys.
Yes, sir.
All right. You have a good day, man.
You too, man. Appreciate it. Okay, it's here. So this morning I said I made an impulsive purchase. Within the theme of this video, I'm confident that this impulsive purchase will mean good things in the future. So I recently have been having a little bit of trouble with the tripod you guys are sitting on, because it's, you know, they wear down after a while. These plastic legs, they tend to, after so much use, they tend to lose their luster, they tend to pop off. So I ordered the Joby GorillaPod 3K Pro Kit. The Pro Kit with metal legs. This is gonna be good.